So, what's the story here? I'll tell you. Hola YouTube, my name is Ricardo Lino and I'm a wheel addict. A couple weeks ago, about 2-3 weeks ago, I got a message on Instagram from an account called Kite Denmark. And they asked me, hey, are you willing to test our skates? We have a brand called Story and we are selling them on the Euro skate shop. And I actually saw that skate shop every single time that I googled aggressive inline skates. For some reason they pay a lot of ads or something, but I'd always see them. So I was curious if those skates were good enough or if those skates were any good, and if people are going to find that and buy skates. Well, as someone who does this channel, would probably be good to test them and share my opinions with you. So I said, yeah, as long as it's all good for you guys that I share my most honest opinions. I did not get paid anything other than being the skates sent to me. And I think it's important that you know that I do work for a skate brand. So with that being said, let's check these skates. So the first skate, it's actually called aggressive inline skate. So when you go on their website, you find aggressive inline skates, and that's what they are. Aggressive inline skates. There's no name for this skate. So when I take this skate off, they come with like a little tool inside, and they come with a little booklet, and yeah, this is it. It reminds me a lot of the old Salomon skates. There was the Salomon ST skates, then they made a soft boot version, and this is a wannabe Salomon soft boot skate. It is what it is. I think I've seen similar skates or skates with similar look from other brands, such as Anarchy, which is a price point brand owned by the same guys that also owned Echo aggressive skates. And yeah, Echo also has free skates. So Echo skates brand. And yeah, this is it. This skate costs 129 euros, I think, or 139. And they have one that it's 10 euros cheaper, which is a green version. Yeah, and it's available like these. It's available with the black cuff, I think, and it's also available in all black or something like that. Now, for some reason, it needs to say on the frame the size of the wheels, the bearings, and the durometer. So these skates come with A back 5 bearings, 88A wheels, 56 millimeters. The wheels, they are flat top. It's flat, it has 4 wheels the same size, and it has this very tiny H block. I also think that I've seen this frame before. I don't know if it was on the Anarchy skates, but the truth is it's not too tall. It's like 2 fingers, a little bit less than 2 fingers height. It comes with a riveted cuff. Everything is riveted. Riveted plastic buckle, riveted Velcro 45 degrees, but it's not a lot of structure on this. It's just like nylon, something like that. And the lacing, it's only until here. That's it. This is the lacing only until here, meaning that if you're planning on taking this strap and lace it all the way up, I don't know, you may need to make new holes, because the lacing is only these 3 pieces. The lacing really reminds me of the Montreal Livingston Icon skates. Now, I am 275 millimeters. I've been skating some skates 43 back in the day, or a couple of months, even years ago. I used to skate skates like 42 and a half, some of them 42. I was trying to downsize on skates a lot. Lately, I've been skating more and more skates that are my size, and I ended up ordering this skate in size 43. Important. On the inside, you have this Salomon style shock absorber, which is extremely soft. This is like a mattress. This is really a piece of foam that is really soft. And I don't think that this is UFS, or at least when you look from the bottom of the frame, it doesn't look like, because it has one bolt here and one bolt here, and this is very far to be UFS. UFS is 167 millimeter distance between bolts, but this is not it. But on the inside of the frame, I also see some closer holes, one which is here, the other one which is here, which is way closer to what UFS really is. I can't really measure it here, but when I look from the inside, I also see some receptors on different parts, or at least the back one can move a little bit. And let me show you something. I don't know if you can see, but in the middle you also have something, and that is how you are going to fix this H block. It's from inside the boot. The sole plate, it's connected somehow. It's like a sandwich between the boot and the frame. And in the middle, just like the old Salomons, it seems to be connected. You know, like the front piece and the back piece makes like a little V, and they connect right here. It doesn't have a backslide plate, which is something that worries me a little bit, but creates this groove. It may work really good. Maybe it's how you're gonna do the best backslides, like those old school skates, like M12s, K2s and all that. They used to be boot only. So these may be cool. On the side it says Extreme here, like in big letters, and says Story. I don't know what this material is. Looks, I don't know if it's just branding, like they cover the holes here, but the hole doesn't protrude all the way to the inside. The plastic of the cuff seems really soft. See? But on the other end, the boot, which is a soft boot, it's like a mix, like a hybrid. It goes all the way, here the toe is really strong, here the side is strong, but then the top, it is soft. I can tell you that before what you're watching, just a couple minutes before, yeah, I can explain you that. A couple of minutes before, I was trying to film this exact same video, but the camera wasn't recording. So guess what? I did the whole thing, and I already have one skate on. And size 43 actually feels okay. Can't complain about how they feel. I've been with these on for the past 20 minutes now, I would say. So they feel good. They do not feel very supportive, but usually on aggressive skates, I'm not looking for the most supportive skate, as long as I feel like they're safe for me to skate. So far, so good. The sound is okay, so we will see. Now, other than this skate, I also got another skate. And this is a bit of a different one. There was some controversy around this skate. A couple of years ago, there was a skate that was going to be the pro model Michel Prado skate from Gods. Then some people started hearing that that skate was actually going to be Anarchy's newest skate. And Anarchy, as I told you, it's another brand from the guys that also owned Echo Skates. And now, it's not a God skate. it's not anarchy skate, and I see them as a story skate, and it does look really, really nice. So yeah, I also have one already on my feet. This is a size 42 skate, and I did not want to order a size 42. They only had size 42. I wanted to order 43, the same as the other skate, but the 42 actually fits me. Yeah, I feel like squashed a little bit, but they do fit me okay, because this liner is a little bit padded, a little bit thick, not too much, but yeah, maybe with a different liner would fit me even better. Maybe not, I don't know. Now, it does look really, really nice. I like how it looks from the top. This is a skinned skate. So I looked at it before, and well, let's start with the liner. The liner of this, it's very different from the other one. It has a lot more structure, while these white ones, I'll call them the Extreme. I don't know if that's the name. It says Extreme on the frame. These ones don't say anything. So boxes are flying, no skates inside. So on this one, the liner is much more padded. Also, the material of the liner reminds me a little bit of the Intuitions, and I'm not saying that this is like an Intuition liner. If you don't know what the Intuition liners are, well, those are the most expensive, most high-end liners for aggressive inline skates and urban inline skates. It's a brand that also makes ski liners and water ski liners and all that. They're really, really well known for what they do. And their liners, they have like a lycra finish, and this one also has that, which is quite cool. I like it. It slides good inside the skate. It has some cool structure to it compared to the other one, but it does not have lacing on the top. The tongue is very, very soft, very, very soft. Doesn't do much here. Feels like the sides have a bit more structure than the tongue, but some people like it that way. I found it interesting too that the insole is similar to that one. It has the same insole as the Extreme, but then it comes with this, like, I would say maybe between 9 and 10 millimeters shock absorber. This shock absorber is like very silicone-like. I don't know, it even feels like it's wet. It's just weird. I don't know to explain. But then it says Pedro here. Pedro PS 64142. I don't know who Pedro is. I know a couple Pedros. Maybe that's their signature shock absorber. The shock absorber comes inside the liner, between the bottom of the liner and the insole. And on this other skate that I have on, it does not feel bad. It does feel comfortable. Also, I have not, obviously, I opened the box a couple minutes ago. So I have not take the skins apart, but this seems to me to be a skin skate, meaning there's an hardwood shell that I'm not 100% sure, but it seems to be a raised heel shell on this one. And then it has this skin and then this sole plate. The sole plate is quite generous, as you can see here, and it's bolted to the shell with 8 bolts. Okay. Then, oh, I shouldn't have put the liner back on, but I will. Take it off, because here on the inside you can see the receptors of the frame bolts. It really feels like it's a raised heel, but I don't know. It says tricolor TG 265 left, and the other one is right, this one. And the 265, I think it's the 265 with a liner. They're expecting 265 to be a size 42. I am 275 and I do fit inside these with the stock liner. What else? No rivets here. The cuff is bolted. The buckle, yes, it's plastic, but it's also bolted, and there's no 45-degree strap. There's a little bit of a tongue here in the front, like a short one that goes all the way here. Yeah, and it has this little plastic piece that I complained a couple times before, but because when I use this plastic piece, sometimes I feel like my foot moves a little bit inside. But there's some some foamish, not very soft, but like maybe a bit grippier than the silicone, than the lycra to have on the bottom. So I kind of feel like a liner is not moving. Could also be obviously because it's really tight. It has the boxes keep moving. It has a strap here that it only has a tiny bit of stitching, so I hope it's going to be strong enough. I know that most brands call these just a carrying strap, but a lot of people are using these straps nowadays, more and more as the skates have them, to put the skate on. So yeah, it has this fake crocodile leather or whatever this is here on the side, reminding me of the rollerblade TRS Estilo, before the blanks, not the original TRS Estilo, but the TRS Estilo, the art boot ones that had a little bit of a skin on top. Reminds me of that. The wheels, I don't know what's the size, because those ones are written on the frames, the size and the bearings and all that. These ones, it's not written here, just as a normal skate. It's usually not written on the frame. But these ones also does not have it written on the wheels. The profile of the wheel is like round. It's not full radius, it's like, yeah, it's round, but not full on. Like, you know, some wheels go from one side to the other doing the full 180 degrees. These ones are a bit more like here, so it's a round profile. These skate, I think it costs between 165 and 330 or something like that. For some reason, these are more expensive. These are the 320 or 330 being anti-rocker, while the flat version costs 165. I don't know exactly why. This is the black and gold version, and the whole black with white wheels, it's cheaper. I don't know why. There's also like a version that is like a greenish skin. So yeah, this is it. They do feel right on the feet, and I'm very curious to try them. So if there's any doubts that you have about these skates, or if there's anything that you want to know about these skates that I have not said yet on this video, well, I will be making some videos about these skates where I share my opinions after skating them. I may try them with different liners or frames or something, but if there is something that you're interested, or if you have any doubts, please let me know in the comments and I'll try to answer your questions. And yeah, now that you know what the story is with the story skates, let's finish this video. And I will finish this video by telling you, do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you like this, or if you want to see more of these or any other videos skating related. Yeah, subscribe, and don't forget why we all started skating. Like I always say, with these story skates or with any other skates, we all started because it's fun. Now, cheers and see you soon.